Hunter. I'm the Preventive Maintenance Manager with Ellen Construction and Mechanical in Santa Fe. My primary responsibilities are to perform maintenance evaluations on properties to see if there are any maintenance issues that need to be addressed or corrected to keep properties in good condition. So a preventive maintenance evaluation, we look at lots and grounds, look at the condition of the exterior of the house, including the roof, walls, siding, gutters, anything like that, plumbing vents on the roof. And generally starting with lots and grounds, things we would look for be things like these overgrown saplings here, which could be an issue with this retaining wall. There's also vegetation here that's going up against the stucco. We'd want to take care of that to avoid any damage to the surface of it. Up here, one of the things I notice straight away is the tuck pointing in the brick trim. That should be addressed to avoid any damage from the elements. We do have some stucco cracking around the window here, which would also need to be repaired and color coded, also to prevent moisture damage. Generally, aesthetically, we would probably want to take care of the color coding on the stucco as well, to remove any of the soil and any smaller cracks that could be involved. Some of the other issues that we look at would be windows, points of entry. Obviously, you can see screens are damaged and on the ground here. Those would need to be repaired, replaced. Keep debris, pests from entering the home. Also here, you can see the carport has some pretty severe hail damage. That would definitely be addressed as well. Soffits, obviously that's damaged. That would need to be repaired or replaced, just to prevent more water damage from occurring on the soffits under here. And another thing with the lots of grounds with this large tree here, you notice some dead limbs, probably some debris on the roof which would need to be cleared off. To prevent any damage to the surface. All right, so moving into the home, starting with the entry doors, we want to check things like weather stripping. Here we can see it's very damaged. That would need to be repaired, replaced, obviously. Again, to keep drafts out, keep heating efficient, keep pests out as well. Looking through the living room, have an issue here with the baseboard heat. Definitely want to adjust that, get that put back in place so the heat works most efficiently. The walls, we're seeing some bubbling here, plaster. At this point, it seems a little aesthetic, but eventually it's going to come down, so we wouldn't want to take that out. Repair or patch that. Again, in the kitchen, same issues with the baseboard heat. Want to get that taken care of also. To help the heat work most efficiently and also keep contact away from the heating element itself. So things we check in bathrooms, kitchens, we want to be checking the caulking around the tubs, windows. We have some issue here with some rust, a broken window pane. These things would be addressed. Also the moisture damage on the top of the window frame. We would also suggest probably putting some kind of little shower curtain over that window to protect that from the moisture of the shower. So again, wet areas in the bathroom. I'm seeing some issues here with cracking caulk. Possibly some loose tiles here, so that would definitely be addressed to protect from moisture. Again, checking around the sinks. Caulking here should be redone. Here. A little bit of cracking. Got open caulk here. This should all be removed and redone. Here. A little bit of cracking. Got got open caulk here. This should all be removed and redone. So interior again, generally just checking walls and ceilings. Do have some soiling, scuffs, chips on the walls and the doors. Should be addressed just to bring the property up to leasable condition. And I'm seeing some cracks and openings around the skylight, which would definitely need to be repaired and painted.
This is gold.
What's that?
This is gold.
What?
It's just good stuff, yeah.
Good. Yeah, it's rare to have a basement in Santa Fe.
I know. That's what I was saying about the office.
What's that?
That's what I was saying about the office. I was like, it's so cool.
Carpeting and stairs. Obviously some damage here from probably a pet, a bad dog. And also some wrinkling. The carpeting is loose and stretched on the stairs, which is a tripping hazard. So we definitely recommend having that replaced, just to avoid any kind of health and safety issue.
In terms of the doors, do you guys replace doors or fix doors? Or?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what we're going to do with this because somebody else, there was an old water heater here,
Oh,
but they took it out. They couldn't get it out, so they had to cut the threshold and pull the doors off. But they never replaced that. So, I'm trying to think of what we put in the description.
oh, do you
You
want
have it.
it? Yeah. Feel free. Sorry, I don't mean.
Cool. No, that's okay. Because that's part of my thing. I have to sell this too. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
What
no.
language did I do? That's right. Okay, with the utility closet, at some point, the old water heater was removed. Okay, sorry.
No, you're
You
fine.
can add.
Yeah, I'll cut it. Yeah.
Okay. So obviously the threshold had to be cut to get the water heater out. The tankless was installed. This repair was never made. So definitely recommend rebuilding the threshold, reinstalling the bifold doors just to prevent any contact with the water heater. And there are hot pipes and exposed electrical here, so that's definitely something we want to secure.
Great. No, that's awesome. And don't worry, I can cut all of it.
Oh,
so.
and if you need me to just do some voiceovers or something.
Well, no, I think.
So, do you want to get up on the roof?
Sure.
Oh, okay.
I will.
All right.
Okay.
So interior again, generally just checking walls and ceilings. Do have some soiling, scuffs, chips on the walls and the doors. Should be addressed just to bring the property up to leasable condition. And I'm seeing some cracks and openings around the skylight, which would definitely need to be repaired. Carpeting and stairs. Obviously some damage here from probably a pet, a bad dog. But also some wrinkling. The carpeting is loose and stretched on the stairs, which is a tripping hazard. So we definitely recommend having that replaced, just to avoid any kind of health and safety issue.
I'll cut it, yeah.
Okay. So obviously the threshold had to be cut to get the water heater out. The tankless was installed. This repair was never made. So definitely recommend rebuilding the threshold, reinstalling the bifold doors just to prevent any contact with the water heater. And there are hot pipes and exposed electrical here, so that's definitely something we want to secure. Alright, so as I mentioned earlier, with our large tree here, we expected a lot of debris from the tree on the roof, which obviously should be cleaned and disposed of just to prevent any damage to the roof.
Okay.
We also have our gutter here, which is damaged, that we noted before. Also full of debris from the tree, which would need to be cleaned out just to keep the drainage as efficient as possible. Okay, and checking parapets and the condition of the roof. You note here we've got some cracks, separation of the roof material from the parapet here. Also, again, noting some tuck pointing issues, cracks in the flashing here. Again, we have more cracks of the flashing on the chimney, on the edge of the chimney, on top here. Tuck pointing issues also, and this is definitely a point where we can get water penetration and damage to the roof as well as the walls. Trying to see if there's some vents. So another issue on the roof that we also evaluate fairly closely. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Also another thing on the roof, which we evaluate very closely, are the plumbing vents and exhaust vents and skylights to make sure all the flashing is intact. There's no cracks or openings in those as well. What else?
Yeah. Again, as you can see, the terrible roof damage.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, geez. And you think that's from hail?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I guess also age, probably.
Yeah, that material gets really brittle as it ages, and you get a good hailstorm, and it
That's wild.
took a shotgun.
Yeah. Done with you.